Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. This is Mayor Joaquin, owner and CEO of FDAHunter.com. Just want to do a quick recap for today. Earlier this morning, we spoke about two quick stocks that were running this morning, LKCO, and AEI. So briefly, LKCO, as we mentioned, you have the death drop here, this big bar that just kills the momentum. So for the day, I mentioned this over 90% of the time will fail. I've mentioned that in many videos, including my first video I've ever made. You could see this has trended down all day long. This is bad, okay? Now, is it consolidating from where it was a few days ago? Yeah, it is. Can it go back up? Sure, it can. But again, as a day trader, full-time day trader, we don't like to gamble. We don't like to just, hope and wait and pray and do all those kinds of things, because that's not a real legit strategy. We like to go for consistency. So with FDAHunter.com, my goal here is consistent winning, consistency, losses, keeping losses at a very, very minimum. We give potential risk levels to protect yourself. But when you're playing patterns and things that have been going on for many, many years, like I'm showing you here, they're more times than not very predictable. Okay, so LKCO, I mentioned that this morning, would go down, and it went straight down, guys, down. So if you were on live today, you would have definitely avoided this craziness. Now, if it comes back up and it somehow wakes up from the dead and goes back to 290, I would shoot again for possible past $3 tomorrow. If it goes past $3, about 301, 305, you can take a shot at that for a breakout. To potentially go for another 10% or so. Again, we're not looking for crazy home runs unless it is an FDA approval news stock, baby. That's what we really want, and we're patiently waiting for that. The 1-year high on this LKCO is 386. So again, if it hits $3, we would like to go and see if it could get to 380s and beyond that. So that would be a potential play for tomorrow. Now, the next stock we talked about, or the next couple of days, you never know. You want to keep an eye on it, but at least we dodged that this morning. Great. Next we have is AEI. AEI, I will go ahead and show you guys this. Craziness, more hype, more news. In my opinion, misleading sometimes. Some kinds of stocks with different news. In my opinion, sometimes they're promoting it too much and maybe you want to pump it up. I don't know what these companies are trying to do, but I'll go ahead and break this down. So today, AEI, this morning I told you guys it was going to fail, and it failed. Complete failure, baby. You can see here, pre-market. The news comes out right here. Excitement. It literally went from around 490s all the way to 821. Almost a 100% return within, I would say, about 20, 30 minutes. And then what happened? It just died down. You have the death bar right here that I like to call it, the death bar. Look at this sucker right here. This big seller, man. Oh, my God. Whoever you are, one day I would love to meet you. Look at you. You just made a big sale. You made all that money. And now the suckers are just riding this down. Oh, my goodness. So, again, I would play this the same way I would play LKCO I mentioned. If somehow it wakes up, if somehow maybe it gets some Viagra or something and it just wakes up and comes back up, I mean, around 824, I would take a shot, baby. I would take a shot at 824 and see. Maybe it could go to 9, 10, 12, who knows? But I don't think it's coming back. I don't think. Let's look at the article on this and why on earth did this almost double and then die down? As I mentioned this morning, here it is. So AEI right here, AEI, solar panels, guys. 20 homes got some Tesla solar panels. Do you truly think that this company deserves to go almost 100%? Heck no. Now, the reason I pull this up, even though it's not a biotech company, which we like to look for with the FDA approvals, which those tend to hang because that is great news. I just want to show you guys this because it has a very low float. AEI had a very low float, I believe, below 20 million shares. So, a lot of excitement, a lot of demand, very limited supply pushed the stock back up. But then I think when people finally realized what the heck they got into, I think what happened is maybe they all just started bouncing and leaving. They said, look, this thing is not going anywhere past $8. So anyways, again, look at the title here, guys. Before you buy something, I would suggest look at the title, read the article. I made a big mistake today, which I'll talk about it in the next couple minutes with ADIL. My goodness. But, even I get tricked sometimes. So I'm just trying to teach you guys from my experience, okay? But anyways, 20 homes with Tesla solar panels, that it's ridiculous. I mentioned it this morning. I said it would fail, and it failed. Let me show you guys one more time. Failure. Why on earth would you want to be stuck in here when there's potential plays tomorrow, the next day? There could be an FDA approval any day now, probably in the next month to 2 months, because the last FDA approval that tripled same day was about 2-3 weeks ago, okay? That's on our website. You can check it out. Now, the next stock I want to talk about, which psyched me out today, and I didn't think I would get psyched out after hours. Got a little too excited over here. But it's ADIL. Now, check this out. After hours, ADIL went from the $2s, almost $3 range to $4.17, nearly breaking the one-year high at $4. I'm thinking it's going to break the one-year high. It's got an amazing news. Now, this is what I saw quickly while I was making some lunch, thinking that the day was over, but no, it wasn't over. I got sucked in for this one, baby. So let me go ahead and show you guys what's happening right here. ADIL, right there in the title. Now, what you guys would be thinking? Revisiting ADIL. So right here was the title, quickly. EMA approval for alcohol use. Now, when you see EMA approval, and then you see this stock jumping 20-30% out of nowhere, and you see a lot of volume, and you see that this is a low float stock with literally 35 million shares in the float. I mean, automatically, as a professional, even been doing this for many, many years, I got into it right away. And I even made a mistake myself because I was just distracted and excited. But of course, I protected myself. And usually when I want to go for a home run, I'll risk 5 to 10%, as I mentioned before. I figured this could be a potential home run. I was like, oh my God, EMA approval. But now when you look at the document and you look actually a little closer, what is going on here? Now they're saying a phase 3 trial is underway. They are targeting approval. I still see potential upside with ADIL. Like, who cares what you see, man? Like, I don't even know who you are, Edmund. I mean, I think you're a good guy. But sometimes, guys, you will see these titles here that will make people go crazy, and then it just fails. So after market, this stock went up like crazy. And as you can see, start going back down. It traded over 5 million shares after hours just because of, in my opinion, misleading news. I mean, this has got to be like completely misleading to people, to poor people that traded 5 million shares like this. Oh my God. I mean, you put EMA approval like that, and then here you're saying that it's not, and you're going for, I mean, don't make it like this. So this really, I believe, was a little misleading to a lot of people. But again, we got out right away, and I feel really bad for the people that are in here because I believe tomorrow this stock, ADIL, is going to tank, okay? Again, this is a pharmaceutical company. So we do analyze these during the daytime and all the time, usually even pre-market and aftermarket. But, again, our website is not ready. It'll be ready in the next couple of days. We'll let you guys know. But, this is what we look out for. So we will never give this out, especially with the news like this. I mean, we are not here to gamble, guys. We are not here to gamble. I took a quick shot at it and protected myself, which is what I like to explain to everybody. That's what we've been doing as day traders for full time. Is the key to consistency is you want to keep your losses really low and your wins consistent and higher than your losses. You do not want to stay in a stock like this that is dying down and it's going to die down, or you're seeing that it's not hitting the goals you want. You do not want to just stay in it. I mean, LKCO and AEI that I mentioned today, why would you want to stay in this? Why? It's just dying. So if, let's say, you were here, you lose a little bit, you get out, and you live to fight another day. All right, guys. Well, that's a take for today, and I hope you guys learned a lot. Be careful. Look at the titles and read the articles if you can sometimes, but always look at things like there's something wrong. Look for what's wrong, and most likely you'll find it. Have a good day.